Welcome to the Voices of Young People podcast, brought to you by Springtide Research Institute. In each episode, we hear directly from young people as they respond to our research and share about the issues impacting their lives. As sociologists and researchers, we see a new story unfolding for young people, one that moves beyond traditional institutional boundaries and requires careful attention to the inner and outer lives of emerging generations. At the intersection of being and becoming, it's the Voices of Young People.
Hello and welcome to Season 4 of the Voices of Young People podcast, brought to you by Springtide Research Institute. My name is Marta Abawaji and I work at Springtide as our head of community engagement. And one of the projects that I get to help produce is this podcast. So we are coming at you with a special preview episode so that you can get a taste of what's to come in Season 4 of the podcast. We want to whet your appetite, so to speak, with just a small clip from the 8 young people between the ages of 14 and 25 who you will hear from this season. We are honored to have been in conversation with Tatum, Abdullah, Lucy, Matt, Abby, Avtar, Jesse, and Christina. And you will hear those 8 young people in that order in this episode all answer the same question. What does work-life balance look like to you, or what does it mean to you? And that's because we have a brand new report that is releasing. It's releasing in spring 2021. You can pre-order it now, either on Amazon or on our website, springtideresearch.org. And it's called Work Life, Helping Gen Z Flourish and Find Balance. So all of these young people are at different stages of life. Some are students, whether that's in high school or college or entering graduate programs. Some are full-fledged working professionals. Many are juggling studies alongside jobs, but all of them bring a unique perspective of what does it look like to approach not just conversations about maybe their careers or ambitions, but also what does it look like to really find a sense of balance alongside your ideas of work. And we know that work is continuing to evolve for all different generations, but as young people enter the workspace in this period of the pandemic, and as they enter it just with a lot of high hopes, and our research shows how much they're looking to find that sense of meaning and purpose in the working world, we want to sit down and hear from individuals about the ways that they are finding meaning in their own personal lives and in their professional spaces, the ways that mentors have played a key role in determining which paths they pursue for their career ambitions, as well as the ways that they see personal growth exhibited in their own pursuits, whether those are extracurricular activities or hobbies or passions, or personal growth that also is manifested through their work settings and comes about from different professional goals and connections. So you get to hear these brilliant young people, all from very different career sectors and fields, whether those are places they're hoping to enter or many are currently already in them. You'll hear all of their episodes come to life, but we wanted you to get that preview now. So here it is again, in their own words. What does work-life balance look like to you?
Yeah, for me, work-life balance really means being aware of how I can best be in both work and life, and paying attention to when I get to a point that I can't hold all of that any longer for work and need to move into other spaces in order to best be dedicated to the work that I do and to the passion that runs my life.
Work-life balance is being able to balance your life in a way where work is not your whole life and it's just a part of your everyday life, and being able to have work but also be, have it not impede on your mental and physical well-being.
Work-life balance to me means to have a steady equity between self-care and income. In other words, your job and passion should be equal even if they don't mix.
I think that a work-life balance is the ability to find moments of life in the work and seeing how work can improve your life.
Work-life balance means that you can get your work done in a timely manner or not, but you still have time to enjoy your life. I know as a student, my work consists of school and academics and maybe planning something with student council, making an agenda, things that I do for work. I may not be not as a career, but something that I have to work on, something that I have to actively give my time to, but I can still make time seeing my friends on the weekends or listening to music or, trying something new. So I think work-life balance is balancing the important things that you have to get done, but also the luxuries of life.
So if you think about work as a set of things that you're obliged to do but don't want to, work-life balance for me is minimizing the amount of work in my life and just getting to live life. I don't want to work my whole life. I want to play. I want to use my natural strengths to create things that are valuable to people, but I don't want any stress. I don't want any obligation that's unnecessary. I want to flow. I want to enjoy. I want to self-express. That's really what work-life balance means to me and like what I'm striving towards.
I think work-life balance means that I can really put my whole self into my work day every day. I once heard a quote that the opposite of exhaustion is not rest, it's wholeheartedness. And I think I can really only bring my whole heart into what I'm doing if I have that work-life balance.
Unfortunately, we don't put ourselves first. We put our jobs first a lot of times, and it has happened a lot of times to me. It's really easy to get lost in that job, workaholic type of situation, and forget that not only do we need a break, but that we need a balance in life to be the best version of ourselves one day. I think every day we gotta aim to be the best version of myself from what I was yesterday. And sometimes work can really make you tired and can obstruct your ideas and your perspectives and just your will to keep achieving the goals that you want outside of work. So that's what work life would mean and look like to me.
So there you have it, a small taste of what's to come from each of these wonderful young people. I'm really excited for you to hear their full episodes. But as a reminder, that was Tatum, Abdallah, Lucy, Matt, Abby, Avtar, Jesse, and Christina that you just heard from in those small sound bites as a preview. We are so excited that they cover a range of different fields as well. Everything from education and engineering to entertainment, even ministry focusing specifically on disability justice. There's aspirations to be a future lawyer or politician, working in healthcare as a medical interpreter, tech startups, child psychology. I mean, that's a really wide array of career prospects, hopes, or current realities from these 8 different young people. So no matter what industry you represent yourself, no matter what type of trusted adult or hiring professional you might be, there is a lot to glean from their own perspectives and experiences. So tune in, subscribe to the podcast if you haven't already. It's available on any platform where you like to get your podcast. We always appreciate a positive rating and review, and do share the podcast episodes within your own networks and communities to get the word out more. Thanks for listening.
Visit springtideresearch.org to hear more voices of young people and access our full study on young people's expectations and experiences of work, titled Work Life, Helping Gen Z Flourish and Find Balance. Sign up for our newsletter and be the first to learn about our upcoming research. Today's show was produced by Marta Abuaji and TJ Birnbaum, with original music by high school student Christian Unthing. Special thanks to our guest today and all the young people whose perspectives and insights make our research possible. Remember to find us on social media at We Are Springtide and learn more about our brand new Writer in Residence program at springtideresearch.org. Thanks for listening.